Hello, traders, and welcome to the market opening preview on a Friday, July 22nd, 2016. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies and white sandy beaches, and very cool outside, I have to say, and I'm pleased to see that. Windows and doors are open. Beautiful morning here. It is currently 7:33 in Bangkok, Thailand. It would be 20:33 on Wall Street on a Thursday night. I'm into Friday. It is Friday, TGIF. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. All right, traders, let's get started. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I am your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I do record this during the Asia session, so if you're looking at this in London, just go back about 12 candles and you'll see where I started the presentation. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 after watching an infomercial at 2 a.m. in the morning, went to the seminar, and I was hooked. I've been trading ever since. Traders, I'm big now into fundamentals. I need to know what's going on around the globe. I pay for a news feed. I listen to the news feed. I know what is going on. I might not understand what's going on, but I know what's going on, right? Fundamentals are important. You need to know what time data is coming out, when it's coming out, and will it affect your trade? Whether you're in profit or you're in a loss, if data's coming out, you have to protect yourself, right? I don't know, maybe move your stop tight or open your stop wider. You know, whatever your money management skills are, you have to take care of that. However, I'm a technician. I love looking at candlestick charts. I love looking at price action, price structure, price value, right? Price levels. Traders, yesterday I traded the DAX. The DAX at the London Open killed it in both directions. Yes, that's what it all comes down to, right? It was an hour before the London Open. They said the DAX was going to open higher. You know what? It's exactly what it did, but 20 minutes later, it dumped like a rock, and I took it in both positions. That's why I say you have to be able to read candlestick charts. Got to be able to read candlesticks. Candlesticks tells you a story, right? So what do? I take the fundamental analysis along with the technical analysis of a chart. I put them together. I come up with a trade plan, and I trade my plan. And if it doesn't work, I don't take the trade. Now, yesterday's trade with the DAX was a scalping move. So, of course, there's no trade plan when you're scalping, right? I'm only looking for 10, 12, 13, 15 pips, and then I'm going to get out, right? I'm not staying in there. So when you look at that, you just have to realize what you're doing. However, I can't trade the DAX on my platform. So what I did was I went to its counterpart, the Mexican peso, and I was able to trade that live, and that's where I made my pips. So worked out wonderful. But again, you just have to be open-minded. You have to look at what's going on out there. You got to listen to news. And not TV news, by the way. Those guys will lie to you. You got to get a good news feed. And there's free news feeds out there. You don't have to pay for a news feed. But you have to keep up on your economic calendar. Okay, that's enough of that rant. Let's move on, my friends. We've got a lot to talk about today on a Friday. Really not, because most of the charts are from yesterday. Very little price action, and you'll see in just a moment. This is our risk disclaimer. Keep the legal people happy. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex market or any other market that you might be trading. Traders, remember the name of this game is capital preservation. Please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's take a look at how the markets closed. I see a lot of red in the U.S. The Dow 30 negative 0.42%, the S&P 500 negative 0.36%, and the NASDAQ is negative 0.31%, with the small cap 2000 negative 0.50%. That is not good for my trades. I don't like to see that. I want to see green days. Looks like, let's go over to the Eurozone. It looks like it's a little bit mixed as the DAX closed positive 0.14%. The FTSE 100 closed negative 0.43%. The CAC 40 was negative 0.08%. And the Eurostoxx 50 was positive 0.15%. Traders, let's come on over to Asia. Now, remember, some of these markets are closed, and I'll let you know which ones. However, the Nikkei 225 currently trading is negative 0.75%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.13%. The China A50, which opens in about 47 minutes, is closed positive 0.59%. And the Hang Seng closed positive also yesterday, 0.54%, and they're not open, like I said, for another 47 minutes. The Kospi, however, out of Seoul is currently trading and is negative 0.29%. All right, let's head over to the economic calendar. Good calendar today. For a Friday, I'm pretty okay with what's going on. We have some data coming out today, and I'll go through that with you right now. Got a lot of medium impact. However, during the London session, we have German manufacturing PMI for the month of July, high impact news event. I'm only interested in high impact as far as this video goes. In the Great British Pound, we have manufacturing PMI. Traders, the pound has not put out any good numbers in the last 3 weeks, and these numbers are pre-Brexit numbers. These numbers are not from Brexit. These are numbers that have been calculated before Brexit, and we're seeing not too good. We also have services PMI out of the Great British Pound today, so a lot of data coming out of that. We get towards the New York session. We have core retail sales month on month for the month of May out of Canada. Then we have core CPI month on month for the month of June from Canada. So quite active in Canada. As far as the U.S. goes, we don't have anything to talk about. I think there's 2 news events and they're very low impact. So nothing going on there. So we have enough data to keep the markets moving, and that's the important part, is that we keep the markets moving, right? That's what it's all about. All right, traders. Commentary today, good week this week. Plenty of price action. A little stale yesterday, but we'll look at that at the charts. Like I said, most of my charts are yesterday's charts, and you'll see why in just a moment. I think we have a good Friday. Just remember it is Friday, and people are going to be taking profits. So you need to protect your positions, right? I don't think we're going to have any problems. There's no summits over the weekend, so you can hold trades over the weekend, and I think you'll be fine. There's no big political nonsense going on this weekend as far as countries go. We do, of course, have the big presidential election in the United States, and that we're stuck with until November 12th, and I think that is the day of the election. So, we'll have to put up with that nonsense for the next couple of months. But it's fun and it's amusing. It's better than it's almost as good as Saturday Night Live on TV, right? It's pretty funny, yeah. All right, traders, let's get to the charts. This is the euro dollar. This is, again, yesterday's charts. We are right where we were yesterday. This worked out great. If you traded this yesterday, what did it do? It bounced off the 200 exponential moving average 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Came down, hit our take profit area to the support area, almost to the pip, and worked out great. So what are we looking for today? The same. We're looking for the same. Folks, the dollar index is above 97, so there's no reason that this should not work today. I mean, the euro has nothing good to say. And I would assume that these big red candles in New York are from ECB President Draghi's speech. I did not listen to it, and I was not in the U.S. session last night. I had a dinner to go to, and I had a great time, I have to tell you. And I was not in the U.S. session, so I did not hear ECB President Mario Draghi's speech. But I'm sure he didn't have anything good to say. What can he say? What is he going to do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right, let's go over to the pound dollar. Here's the pound. Here again, yesterday's charts. Look where we're at. We're at resistance again. We need the break. Let's sell it. Now, I should have put some markings on this chart. And, really, I don't want to sell into the 200 exponential moving average. So we really want to trade below that exponential moving average. And, like 31.95. That would be great. And we'll just take it down there and we'll get out at 30.91, right? So we want to sell the pound dollar. I just want to sell this. I'm not buying the pound, folks. And again, we have plenty of data coming out today on the pound. So we got enough to keep us busy on the pound. You know what? Sometimes you just don't stand in front of a freight train. And this is a freight train, and I'm not standing in front of it. So be very cautious in trading the pound today or any other day. We don't know what's going to happen with the pound. However, my bias is bearish. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. All right, so we take a look at the Aussie dollar, and we can see that, we talked about this yesterday, that the Aussie dollar was really, I don't know, I guess you call it unstable. And we talked about that yesterday, that I was not really looking to trade the Aussie dollar. It's sort of like in a strange era of price action. And right now, we have too much Forex junk left of the chart. Again, this is yesterday's chart, and the trade plan is still the same. Come up to the 200, we'll sell it at 0.7515, and we'll take profit at support at 0.7457. However, there is a lot of Forex junk left of the last candle, and you have to be aware of that. This is going to be a battle. Even if it goes bearish, which I wanted to do, even if it goes bearish, we have to fight all these levels. If you take levels and go on this chart, you will get a bunch of lines if you look at support and resistance levels. So we have to be very careful with the Aussie dollar. It's not on my scope today. I'm not interested in it on a Friday, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. The Euro Aussie, it did what we wanted it to do yesterday, didn't it? We wanted it to sell it at 1.4744, almost to the pip. What does it do? Comes all the way down to the 200 exponential moving average. Beautiful trade. I'm looking for the same today. I want this to pull back up and drop back down. However, this Euro Aussie, as you know, has a mind of its own, and there's a good chance that this is just going to continue to go short. And we have to be aware of that. And there's a very good chance that this might come back to the daily pivot, but I don't like it. I don't like the trade. Why don't I like the trade? Again, look left of the chart. It's very nasty. A lot of price junk, right? We got a lot of price levels. We got a lot of price action going left of the chart. I want this to either drop below the 200 exponential moving average or go back to resistance at 47.44, and we'll sell it, or break below the 200, retest it, and I'll sell it from there. And that's a whole new trade plan. So you have to reanalyze what you're going to do here. However, this, where it's at right now, don't even touch it. Look at the exponential moving averages, the 50 and the 10, all tangled up like spaghetti, right? Don't get involved with it, traders. Just sit on your hands and let price action work its way out. This is not the place to trade the Euro Aussie. However, my bias again is bearish. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Yen. Now, this is not yesterday's chart. This is today's chart. And I'm looking for a pullback up to that 50% Fibonacci level at 117.24. We'll take it down to 116.17. Nice 80 pip trade. Well, is it going to work? I never say never on this pair, because this pair does amazing things. And it looks like we're going to get a 55 cross over the 200. The other issue is it looks like that the 10 exponential moving average is going to end up above price. That's not good for our pullback. But we're a long ways away from the European Open, so we got plenty of time. Let this work its way out. There's no data in Asia today, so we'll just let it do its thing, and we'll be okay. Not in a hurry to do anything with this at the moment, but I'm not shying away from it. It is on my watch list. Let's take a look at one of my other favorite pairs, and that is the New Zealand dollar. And yes, this is yesterday's chart. So, did nothing yesterday. Basically, sideways all day, absolutely did nothing. Our trade plan is still the same. The fib levels are still the same. We need this to pull back to the 38.2 fib at 0.7022, and we'll take profit at 0.6958. Very easy trade plan. No big issues here, right? But we need the pullback. We don't want to be taking this trade where it's at. Why? We're in the middle of a bunch of junk. Folks, if you did levels on this right now, you wouldn't be able to get out of your way, right? No, don't stand in front of the freight train, my friends. Do not stand in front of the freight train. Let this work itself out, whether it's going to go short or whether it's going to pull back and then go short. Remember, my bias is to sell the New Zealand dollar. I've been that way for probably 2 years now, to sell the New Zealand dollar. And I'm not patting myself on the back, but I've been right. I've been right with the euro, I've been right with the pound, I've been right with the New Zealand dollar, I've been right with the Aussie dollar, right? Sell them. We want to sell them. We want to sell them. The euro Aussie is a whole nother issue, and that's just, we got to take day by day. Of course, that currency pair does what it wants. No correlation to anything. And we love it. That's why we're in trading Forex. All right, trade is right on time today at 15 minutes on a Friday, July 22nd, 2016. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining me today. Please enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to do some Forex homework, and we'll see you in the next Asia session. Enjoy your break. Remember, we've got a full day of trading ahead. Grab those tips. Like I say every day, trade smart and not hard. Take care, traders. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye now.